Hi there! Thank you for tuning into the DutchRC channel again. And today I don't have an unboxing. It's not a review, it's more a informational video on these OrangeRX flight stabilizers. Now these both do mainly the same, but this one has an integrated DSM2 receiver. Now I see a lot of people on the interwebs struggling with these, how to connect them and how to set them up. So I thought I'd just do a rundown of that. Of course I would have preferred a DSM-X version of this, but that's not available as of yet. So and it has tiny antenna, once again DSM2. So before really using this stabilizer slash receiver, I'll do a few range checks on them. Okay, but well, I've put the receiver-less version in this video for size comparison. It stands to reason, of course, that the one with integrated receiver is a bit bigger, it's a bit longer, and it is also a bit wider. Okay, so well, you get one of these in the mail, and how are you going to be connecting it? The pins here, the connecting pins are numbered from the bottom up. So the first one is, well, the first one isn't actually channel 1, the first one is for your battery. So if you run a separate flight battery, you connect it up to the first set of pins. The second set of pins is actually channel 1, and that's your throttle channel. So your ESC you will connect to those with the darkest, the ground wire, to that side, to the right, towards the edge of the stabilizer. Second channel, channel 2, so the third set of pins is your first aileron. The third one is elevator, and here comes the tricky part. The fifth one is aileron 2, but it's not a separate channel. That also means that you can't run your ailerons on separate channels. You might want to do that in case you want to have your ailerons be flapperons. You can't, however, not with this system. Why? Because it's not a separate channel, that's why. And then the seventh set of pins is your gear, if you want to use that. And the last set of pins is your auxiliary channel. And that basically also means that it's advertised as a 6-channel receiver. Well, it basically isn't, because the 6th channel can't be used for anything other than auxiliary. And what is that auxiliary channel used for? It can be used to switch on and off the stabilization. And how would you be doing that? Well, you might have noticed there's a set of dip switches over here, and one of those is used to engage or disengage the remote on-off switch. So I haven't used it yet, but if the switch is on the bottom, switch to the bottom side, you can, with your 6th channel, switch on or off the stabilization. And now the rest of the dip switches is for to reverse the rudder stabilization, elevator stabilization, aileron stabilization. And then there are 2 other switches. How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. The 5th one from the right is to set up a V-tail. So if your plane utilizes a V-tail, you wanna put that switch to the top. And the last one is for delta mixing. If you have a flying wing, you wanna put that switch, the last one, to the top. And there are 3 more things you can configure on the stabilizer with these 3 turn knobs, potentiometers. You can with those set the gains. The one on the right is for your yaw gain, the middle one is for your pitch gain, and the left one is for your roll gain. And all 3 of them work the same way. If you turn them all the way to the right, they're at max. If you turn them all the way to the left, they're at their minimum. And when you receive the stabilizer / receiver, they are set at about 50%. Now, if you want to utilize this stabilizer in a fast plane, I would advise you to turn them a bit down to about 40 or 35%. Now, the last thing I should mention with these stabilizers is what actually is the front or the back of this stabilizer. Is the nose of your plane going to face that way or that way? And the manual, which you can download from the Hobby King site, says that the left side is the front, so the nose of your plane would be this way. You can use it like that, but if for any reason you would want to have the thing the thing facing that way, so with the nose of the plane in that direction, you just have to reverse what would you have to reverse? Elevator, you'd have to reverse the elevator. Which is that? The 3rd switch from the right you'd have to reverse, and you'd have to reverse the aileron. The 4th. Of course, before you take flight, you'll test if all stabilization directions work the correct way. But well, anyway, once again, the manual says that this is the front. If you don't want this to be the front, you can reverse the channels, and this side can be your front. No biggie on that. So that's it, mostly. If you have any questions on the stabilization, please hit me up. And I'll be putting this stabilizer in my Hobby King skipper. You might have seen my video on that. And in that combination I will test this stabilizer / receiver. Thank you very much for watching, and see you back in another video. Bye bye.